Hi, this is JG with a new edition of Weekly News Pills. My main story today is about the Apple event 2022. First up, let me run through the other important newses from across the planet. King Charles III pays tribute to his mother in his first speech. Queen Elizabeth's was a life well lived, King Charles III said as he renewed his darling mama's promise of lifelong service. In an emotional first address to the nation, he praised her warmth, humor, and ability to see the best in people. Prince William and Catherine will become Prince and Princess of Wales, he said as he expressed his love for his son Prince Harry and wife Meghan. The Queen died peacefully at Balmoral in Scotland on Thursday, aged 96. The speech was broadcast as a service to remember the late Queen, attended by senior politicians and 2,000 members of the public, that got underway at St. Paul's Cathedral. It saw the first official rendition of the national anthem, God Save the King, since Charles became monarch. Pakistan struggles to avert danger as floods rise, death toll tops 1,300. Record monsoon rains with melting glaciers in Pakistan's northern mountains have brought floods that have affected 33 million people and killed at least 1,314, including 458 children. Pakistan's National Disaster Management Agency said the United Nations has called for US $160 million in aid to help the victims of the floods, but Finance Minister Miftah Ismail said the cost of the damage was far higher than that. The total damage is close to US $10 billion, perhaps more, Ismail said in an interview with CNBC. Clearly, it is not enough. In spite of meager resources, Pakistan will have to do much of the heavy lifting. Nevertheless, help from abroad is arriving. China's economy is in bad state and could stay that way for a while. China is beset by severe economic problems. Growth has stalled. Youth unemployment is at a record high and companies are struggling with recurring supply chain headaches. China's Q1 and Q2 balance of payment was not encouraging. Nationwide, at least 74 cities had been closed off since late August, affecting more than 313 million residents, according to CNN calculations based on government statistics. Goldman Sachs last week estimated the cities impacted by lockdowns account for 35% of China's gross domestic product or GDP. China's year-on-year online sales is down. The government is trying to achieve the best possible outcome for economic growth and jobs while sticking to zero COVID, but it's very hard to balance the twin goals. And we are unlikely to see the economy repeat the previous high growth of 5.5% or 6% for the next 2 years, said Young from ANZ. China's housing market is collapsing. 15th of August 2020, ticking time bomb, China's real estate bust deepened as housing prices fell for 11 straight months. Housing debt in relation to income level still stays at an alarming level. Today, in terms of GDP, China has more debt than United States. In fact, China's debt has grown fourfold between the years 2007 and 2017. GDP expanded by only 0.4% in the second quarter from a year earlier, slowing sharply from growth of 4.8% in the first quarter. Landmarks across Australia glow in purple to mark passing of Queen Elizabeth II. Landmarks across Australia have been lit up in the color purple to mark the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. Melbourne's MCG Flinders Street Station and the Sydney Opera House are among those locations glowing in regal purple. Premier Daniel Andrews paid tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, remembering her as someone like no monarch before her. Premier Dominic Perrottet said the tribute on the Opera House was a symbolic gesture on behalf of the NSW government. The tribute on the sails will recognize Her late Majesty's immense contribution to our state and nation, a fitting tribute as she officially opened the Sydney Opera House in 1973, Perrottet said. And now the main story. Apple reveals iPhone 14 Pro and Watch Ultra. The event focused on next generation iPhone, Watch and AirPod products. Apple CEO Tim Cook was on stage at the Steve Jobs Theater inside the tech giant's Californian campus.
Good morning. We're so glad you could join us. Today, we're here to talk about 3 products that have become essential in our lives: iPhone, AirPods, and Apple Watch. And today, we're going to make these products and these experiences even better. And this year, we're introducing our best Apple Watch lineup yet.
This is the new Apple Watch Series 8. It features a big, brilliant, always-on display with narrow borders that push the screen right to the edge. Detailed watch faces like the new Lunar, Astronomy, Metropolitan, and Modular look stunning. And it's so bright that text and complications are easy to read even when your wrist is down. And Series 8 is durable. It's swim-proof, dust-proof, and crack-resistant.
There are so many ways to exercise using Apple Watch. Series 8 helps keep you safe with fall detection, emergency SOS, and medical ID. It has sleep tracking, cycle tracking, and mindfulness to give you insights into your body and help you maintain healthy habits. With best-in-class health sensors that enable ECG, irregular rhythm notifications, and blood oxygen, it is the ultimate device for a healthy life.
This year, we're introducing a suite of advanced cycle tracking features, including valuable information about a critical aspect of women's health: ovulation.
Safety features on Apple Watch, like fall detection and emergency SOS, have helped save lives. There's another emergency situation you never want to find yourself in, and that's a car crash. Introducing crash detection. Apple Watch Series 8 can detect if you were in a severe car crash. When a crash is detected, it will automatically connect you with emergency services, provide your location, and notify your emergency contacts. We're introducing low power mode, which can give you up to 36 hours of battery life on a full charge. Low power mode maintains many of the core features of Apple Watch, like activity tracking and fall detection. Cellular models of Series 8 will also support international roaming. Apple Watch Series 8 will be available in 4 colors of 100% recycled aluminum: Midnight, Starlight, Silver, and Product Red. And in 3 stainless steel finishes: silver, gold, and graphite. There are also great new colors across our most popular band styles. That's the incredible new Apple Watch Series 8, with temperature sensing, retrospective ovulation estimates, crash detection, and international roaming.
This is Apple Watch Ultra, a completely new design, reimagined with extraordinary new capabilities that expand the ways you can use Apple Watch. Apple Watch Ultra, the most rugged and capable Apple Watch ever. With a 49mm titanium case, precision dual frequency GPS, a customizable action button, long battery life, a built-in depth gauge, the biggest and brightest display up to 2,000 nits, and all the other great features of Series 8.
Now, let's turn to AirPods.
Spatial audio, which takes the listening experience to the next level. Active noise cancellation, which has been a game changer. It reduces unwanted noise so you can better hear your favorite song while on the go. With adaptive transparency, which dynamically reduces the volume of harsh environmental noise like heavy construction. The force sensor on AirPods Pro brought the capability to play or pause media and answer calls to keep you in the moment. Today, we're taking that convenience even further by introducing touch control, which adds a capacitive sensing layer so you can adjust volume with a light swipe up or down, even longer battery life. Now, you will have up to 6 hours of listening time from a single charge. And with the charging case, you will have up to 30 hours of total listening time. With the new AirPods Pro, if you happen to misplace the charging case, Precision Finding will help you navigate directly to it with U1 technology. We have also added a speaker to the bottom of the case to help you find it by playing louder tones. And the speaker will indicate pairing, low battery, and when charging has started. To make charging easier, in addition to the Lightning cable, you can now use your Apple Watch charger, as well as MagSafe or other Qi-compatible chargers. And with the addition of a lanyard loop to the side of the case, your AirPods Pro will always be within reach. These are the breakthrough second-generation AirPods Pro powered by H2.
Wow. Big boy pants to my pockets is thick. Got a big keychain hang straight from my hip. Got a big boy bag, got a big boy drip. Make a little girl sad cause a big boy rich. Wow. Big boy pants to my pockets is thick. Got a big keychain hang straight from my hip. Got a big boy bag, got a big boy drip. Make a little girl sad cause a big boy rich.
The popular 6.1-inch size of iPhone 14 is joined by the new, larger 6.7-inch size of iPhone 14 Plus. Both models have the gorgeous Super Retina XDR display with OLED technology that supports 1200 nits peak HDR brightness, 2,000,000:1 contrast ratio, and Dolby Vision. They come in 5 gorgeous colors: Midnight, Starlight, a great new shade of blue, a strikingly elegant purple, and a truly eye-catching product red.
It has a new 12-megapixel main camera with a larger sensor and larger pixels at 1.9 microns. It has a faster f1.5 aperture and sensor shift OIS for a powerful main camera upgrade and takes stunning shots everywhere. The front camera enables great-looking selfies, high-quality video during FaceTime, and so much more. iPhone 14 has a new true depth camera. It has a faster f1.9 aperture for a 38% improvement in low light capture for photos and video. The new front camera has autofocus for the first time, so it can focus clearly at multiple distances. Together with true depth capabilities, the new front camera now has a hybrid system that can focus faster, even in low light.
With iPhone 14, we have two critical new safety features. It has crash detection, the same feature you just heard about on new Apple Watch models. iPhone 14 has a new high dynamic range gyroscope and a new dual-core accelerometer that is able to detect up to 256 Gs. And it can automatically notify emergency services and emergency contacts if you are in a severe car crash. If you have both Apple Watch and iPhone, they seamlessly work together to get you help efficiently.
Now, your iPhone can connect you with the help you need when you're off the grid. Today, we are announcing a groundbreaking new service for iPhone, Emergency SOS via satellite. While iPhone is designed for a best-in-class cellular experience, connecting to a satellite presents an entirely new set of challenges. Smartphones connect to cell towers that are a few miles away. Over the last several decades, carriers have built more and more cell towers to improve the strength and speed of their network service. However, there are some places, like winding back roads and mountain ridges, that cell towers don't reach. Connectivity in these areas can be provided by communication satellites. Unlike stationary cell towers, communication satellites are hundreds of miles above the Earth and flying at over 15,000 miles per hour. To connect to these satellites, you need to be outside with a clear view of the sky. And the bandwidth is so limited that even sending a text message is a technical challenge. Typically, the only way to tap into such a network is with an expensive device that uses a bulky external antenna. We knew that approach just wouldn't work for iPhone. So, we invented another way. We designed and built custom components and specific software so that iPhone 14 antennas can connect to a satellite's unique frequencies. That connection is only possible when the phone is pointing directly at a satellite. However, satellites fly too high to be seen by the human eye. So we created a unique user experience that shows you where to point your phone to establish a connection and stay connected as the satellite moves. This way, no bulky antenna is needed. Once connected, you need to send and receive enough information to get emergency help.
And that's iPhone 14 with powerful new cameras, photonic engine, action mode, A15 Bionic with a 5-core GPU, emergency SOS via satellite, crash detection, and the larger 6.7-inch display size with the best battery life in an iPhone, and so much more. And later this fall, Apple Fitness Plus will be available to all iPhone users, even if they don't yet have an Apple Watch.
I'm excited to share our most innovative Pro lineup yet.
Our Pro models feature beautiful and strong surgical-grade stainless steel, together with our industry-leading durability features, including ceramic shield and water resistance. They come in 4 gorgeous colors: a new space black, silver, gold, and this all-new deep purple. iPhone 14 Pro introduces a new front design that is sure to become iconic.
The Dynamic Island. We've designed this new space to be highly adaptive, so it can fluidly expand into different shapes using uniquely crafted animations and transitions. So now, when you receive an alert, the Dynamic Island expands to notify you. Our ambition is to clearly convey the information and present content and controls without distracting from the app you're in. This works across the entire system for things like confirming your AirPods are connected, muting, or starting a charge. Each alert has its own personality, and it's been designed with its own unique character, making it easy to identify at a glance, like when you're using Face ID or tapping your iPhone in transit locations. The Dynamic Island also displays ongoing background activity, like when you're playing music. When you swipe to go home, the music app gracefully morphs into the dynamic island, always staying active and visible. And we've even designed it to show the current album art. It's also completely interactive. You can tap and hold to expose more options, or tap to go back to the app. So now when you're on a call, you have easy access to controls without leaving the app you're using. We've designed all these animations to feel fluid, lively, and highly responsive. The dynamic island is always live and active, heightening the sense of vitality by adapting in real time to show you important information, like your next direction from maps. And it's always visible for ongoing activities, like when you're using the timer. We've designed live activities, a new feature on the iOS 16 lock screen, to work seamlessly with the dynamic island, including support for third-party apps. So you can keep track of what's happening from anywhere on iPhone, like following a baseball game without needing to leave the app you're in, or not missing the Lyft ride while texting friends. And when you have more than one background activity, the dynamic island playfully adapts, bubbling out into two elements.
iPhone 14 Pro has a stunning new display with Pro features. This is the most advanced display we've ever shipped. iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max come in two great sizes, now with even thinner borders, more active area, and the dynamic island. It is also brighter. The new display provides peak HDR brightness of 1600 nits, bringing iPhone to the same level as the Pro Display XDR. So photos in HDR movies are going to look amazing, including those you shoot on your iPhone. And for those bright sunny days, iPhone can now push brightness even higher for a peak of 2000 nits. That's twice as bright as before and the highest peak brightness of any smartphone. Always on display. It's easy to see the time and other important information without raising your iPhone or tapping the display. With all these incredible features, the new Super Retina XDR is the most advanced display ever in a smartphone. Powerful pro camera system ever.
iPhone 14 Pro introduces a brand new class of camera to iPhone. A 48 megapixel camera with a quad pixel sensor. It's our largest sensor yet, 65% larger than the one on iPhone 13 Pro. Features our second generation sensor shift OIS and 100% focus pixels. It also features a new 24mm focal length, popular in photography for its versatility to shoot great landscapes, group portraits, even single subjects. You can now shoot ProRAW at 48 megapixel resolution. iPhone 14 Pro also has a new ultra-wide camera with a larger sensor, more focus pixels, and together with the Photonic engine, delivers a massive up to 3 times improvement in light capture for photos. All cameras of iPhone 14 Pro get a dramatic improvement in low light performance, including up to 2 times better for the telephoto camera.
iPhone is already the choice for filmmakers because of its versatility and cinema-grade video. iPhone is the only smartphone to shoot in ProRes, and the only device in the world with an end-to-end workflow in Dolby Vision HDR. Cinematic mode gets a great update, now supporting up to 4K resolution and 30 frames per second for even more detail. iPhone 14 Pro delivers all-day battery life. So that's iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max. The dynamic island and always-on display introduce new ways to experience iPhone. Powered by the A16 chip with the new 48 megapixel main camera, beautiful new finishes, crash detection, and emergency SOS via satellite, this is the best iPhone we've ever created.
That's all for today. Thank you and goodbye. Stay blessed and see you in my next week's episode.